It's just gonna be a bunch of things lined up and I'm like, boop.
And then we're ready to go.
And then we're ready to go. Bring your mic closer.
How much closer am I gonna get? Closer.
Babes.
In my fantasy, that's how it worked.
Like, come on now.
Come on.
Come on now.
I want this all to be kept in.
I will keep it in. I'm like, so.
You go, babes.
Babe. Babe. Ugh.
Yeah, get that sipping before you talk. get your whistle nice and wet.
I got my Stanley too.
God bless.
Get this out of here.
Yeah, just put that in the background.
What's it even say?
Something.
There's so many
Beautiful
reasons to be
happy.
happy. Yeah, no, we're not gonna put that in the background. We're gonna pull that off the floor.
Damn. Obviously, she doesn't have many reasons to be happy.
Anyways. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Handle It Better. You've been rejected. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the podcast Handle It Better. My name is Brittany.
And I'm Jensen.
And welcome to the podcast where we're just two best friends talking about random shit that nobody cares about, and we share opinions that nobody asked for. So how are you this week?
I'm fine. How are you?
Living the dream.
I love that for you, honestly.
Somebody else is, but I'm living it.
You get that second sip in. Not even 2 minutes in.
I need it. It's good.
Love that for you.
I say as I wipe my mouth off, I'm like, yeah, it's good.
Go get that
So, any topics that you are like, let's talk about this week?
Not particularly.
No?
No, do you have anything? I want to get this one cat hair off of you.
Go for it.
Got it.
Thank you so much. Thank
It
you.
makes the difference.
Thanks. Not really, honestly.
Love that. This
like,
is the show where you're supposed to have a topic about something. I mean, I have topics in mind, but
okay.
I was gonna see if you, because I always feel like I lead it off.
And you do such a good job leading it off.
I need you to not with that one right there. So I was like, you know what? Let's see if she has anything she wants to wet her whistle about.
Wet my whistle. I don't know. I really don't have anything. I'm like constantly gonna be fiddling with this. I hope you know that.
I love that for you.
So I have to like sit like a tall person. I'm like using it to cover my double chin. I'm like, yeah, we're good.
I love that. Yeah, I keep doing that every 2 seconds.
Yeah. I'm like, how do I sit? I don't know how to sit like a normal human being.
Like a person.
I don't know how to do that.
Figure it out. Handle it better.
Handle it better. You so right. Here. I'll sit like this.
There you go.
Good.
Nailed it. Yeah.
Still covering my face.
Just show off that bow. If the video part ever gets put out.
I'm
yeah, that's
working
been a
on it.
doozy.
I've been trying so hard to get this done. It's not even funny. Hang on.
I will please hold while she looks something up. I don't know what we're looking up. Did it not make it to the air? As we are currently recording. Yeah, pull up previous episode. Oh, you never made it public.
I never made it public.
Love that.
I feel like there's something else that I need to do. What are you doing? There we go. No, this is not made for kids.
It can be.
It can be.
But we don't.
Guess what? It's live.
On the YouTube.
Now. Now it is live on YouTube. So, yeah, our first video podcast, or our first visual version of the podcast is going to be episode 12, the one before this one. And now it's up. So, there's
was
that.
Actually videoed or was
Yes, no, it's actually videoed.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
I had to like match the audio up and then mute the audio on the video part and then cut them together every single time I made a cut. Which honestly, there's a lot. I'm like, it looks severely edited, and it's just because there's like when me and you talk to each other, there's like this certain cadence in our voices where we like set up the punchline for something, even if it's not a joke, we like set it up, and then there's like a huge gap in the audio. We're like waiting for the other person to like respond or react, and then it's like
So
like
like
you're just waiting for it. And I'm like, sometimes when I'm editing, I'll play a part of like the audio, and I'll like look away and I try to imagine it as if I was listening to it, and I'm like sitting there waiting for the next thing, and I check it to make sure that it's still playing, and I'm like, oh my god, like people are actually doing that. If somebody's listening to it, they're gonna be like, did it turn off? And it's like, no, it's just us waiting for the setup. That's just not happening. So we're gonna work on that. We're gonna get better at that.
No, we're not.
But I'm gonna try to get better.
One of us will.
A lot of it is me. so you know,
That's a you problem, not a me problem.
yeah, no, a lot of it is me. So I'm gonna be working on that for myself personally.
New Year's resolution for 2025.
Mhm. Yeah, New Year's resolution for the podcast is me not pausing as much when I'm talking,
And honestly,
waiting for you to.
Because honestly, I'm just waiting for you to finish your little joke, if there was one.
Mm-hmm. And there never is. It's like me telling a story, and I'm like telling it, and in my head I'm like, oh, this is like such a good story, and then when I like edit it, I'm like, oh my god, just fucking finish the
You're like,
story.
"Last line, bitch."
Yeah. I'm like, whose line is it anyways? Just finish the story. So there's that. You know, we're working on that part of everything. But yeah. So now it is available.
Love it. Honestly, love that for us.
Well, a lot of times when I'm like going to upload something, if the screen isn't on, it won't like do it, and it'll be like, oh, there was an error. So I was expecting there to be an error. Had I known 5 hours ago that it finished doing it, I would have posted it 5 hours ago.
Not anymore. It's posted 5 hours later.
5 hours later, it's posted at 7 p.m. instead of 12, like I wanted it to be.
It's too late now.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho.
Mm-hmm.
To my first topic of choice that has nothing to do with what you were just talking about.
Go off.
But I was thinking about this earlier.
Yeah.
Today for no reason but other
Like me with all my drinks. Don't mind me. I'm just grabbing my another drink.
Anywho, back to what I was saying, because you know.
Not sponsored.
So turn it the other way.
No, because then the straw's on that side.
Okay, it sounds like a you problem.
Okay, you're right. Let me handle it better.
For the third time, let me finish my fucking sentence.
So sorry.
I was about this earlier today
Mhm.
for no reason, but for my own thought process
Yeah.
while I was driving.
Okay.
Because to me, I never thought about this till I was driving either. You know when you like die, and they have like a memorial service, and they have like a photo of the person that has recently passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Who chooses that photo? And also, where does one person grab that photo? Because I feel like if I was to like die within like the next 6 months, there would be no like valid photo for them to use. You know what I mean? Where like they like show like me as a person
Mm-hmm.
anywhere.
Oh, it's just like a picture of you
Yeah,
on like the little thing, and it's like
yeah. Like it's like most of my photos are like me like holding my phone, covering my face, because like I was going for a bit for a while, and
Yeah.
I have yet to let go of that bit.
your bit of literally posting less and less of your face every single year, but you at least post one picture
Once
a
a
year.
year.
Yeah. You posted it when we were in Salem, right?
Yeah.
You took it in the mirror in
Mhm.
the B&B.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, I feel like saying it'd be harder for somebody if I was to, unless I do it within the next 3 months. There can be no valid photo. Did you ever think about that? Because I never thought about it till like when I was driving over here.
Honestly, no. But if they were gonna use a photo of me, I'd imagine that it would be the my high school.
Your high school photo.
Yeah.
From your,
My
like,
my
yearbook?
senior portrait photo. I feel like that's what most of it is. Just like senior portrait photo. There's like no good photos.
Like you're 78 and they still use your.
They're
your
still
senior-
using your
your
senior picture.
portrait.
Yeah.
Honestly, if they don't, they should.
I don't know.
If I die at 78, I want them to use my senior portrait.
Okay. I'll keep that in the notes.
I want like my senior portrait where I was 17.
I mean, but we've also joked around about it.
Have
That-
we?
Yes. I have to die before you do, and then you have to die 19 days after me. This we were on the earth for the same amount of time. Because our birthdays are 19
But honestly,
days
no.
apart.
Whoever dies first, the next one has to die 19 days later. It doesn't matter who.
But no, like for us to be on
On the same page.
the same page, and for us to be on the earth for the same amount of time, like the same amount of days, I would have to go
You have to go
first.
first.
and then you would have to be 19 days later.
Okay, so like if we're the car together, you die first. I have to be on life
You
support
have
for
to
an
be
extra
on, like-
19 days.
Yep, life support for another 19 days.
Got it.
You, instead of having a DNR,
DNR 19 days later.
19 days later,
You have to
let
keep
him
me
go
alive.
19 days.
You have to let me be alive for an extra 19 days before you cut that cord.
It's like your warranty.
my warranty.
Yeah, you have a warranty. So yeah. Anyways, what were we talking about?
Remember.
We were talking about your topics that you wanted to talk about. One of them.
Yeah, we covered it.
What was it?
Your death photo.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, no, we talked about that. That if I were to go, you would have to
I have to hang on for another.
hang on for 19 days.
Love it.
That was it. What's the second one that you had? You're like, I was sipping my eggnog.
My second one was, you know what's crazy that I never fully thought about?
Mm.
It has nothing to do with something about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But there's Miss, Mrs.
Mm-hmm.
and Miss. When you're when you like fill out paperwork,
Mm-hmm.
like you're married,
Mhm.
not married, and you want to be mysterious.
Mysterious.
Because just the MS.
No, MS is the same thing as Miss.
I thought it was different.
No, it is the same thing as Miss.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
So why the fuck is there two then?
I have no idea. Maybe one is you're widowed. I don't know. I don't know what the difference is.
Neither do I. I thought the MRS was because you were married,
Yeah,
And that-
MRS is Mrs. That's because you're married.
and then the MISS was because you're not married, you're single. And I thought the MS was because you don't want the people to know, if you married or not married.
MISS is used for unmarried women or girls. Meanwhile, MS is used for sorry. MS is used for women whose marital status is unknown or when you don't want to emphasize their marital status. So you can use them interchangeably.
That was fucking right.
You can use them interchangeably.
So yeah, for the MS, it's because you want to be mysterious.
MS is if you don't know. MISS is if you know that they are unmarried.
But then there's only one for guys.
Mister.
Yeah,
Mhm.
which is crazy.
Is it though?
Yeah,
Is it though?
like you get 3 freaking things to choose from at one point in your life,
At one point in my life.
and then
No,
everyone
I
else.
only get 2. I get 2 depending on where I am in life.
But as
If I'm married, it has to be MS or
MRS,
MS or MRS. If I'm not married, then it has to be MISS or
or
MS.
but you still get 2 options,
Mhm.
which honestly, ally
Ally.
support. But isn't that crazy? Never thought about that.
No, I've never thought about it
I
because
did.
I was told when I was a little lad. I was told when I was a little girl
Yeah,
that it's MS.
MS, not MISS,
Nope, MS.
because you want to be mysterious.
Because I want to be mysterious. It's just MS.
Just MS it.
Mm-hmm.
Who? That was a choice right there. Who was the one that said you get to be missing?
Teachers.
Teachers?
Teachers. Like when you're writing like a note or something, or when you're like signing something, it's MS. Because you're not married. I was like, okay.
I thought wouldn't it just be MISS?
I was just
Also a
told
lot of
it's
S's in
MS.
there.
Yeah, MISS. Miss.
Miss.
Miss.
But also, it's crazy. There's barely any difference when you're saying it, Miss,
Mrs.
Mrs. But it all sounds the same.
Yeah.
When you think about it too hard.
Mr. and Mrs.
And then there's the
Miss.
Miss.
And then there's just Miss. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
I guess. I've never really thought about it. I'm just
Guess
like,
what? Food for thought.
food for thought. You get Miss, Mrs. or Miss.
Miss.
Ms.
Say that 3 times hard.
Ms.
Fast.
Miss, Mrs.
Miss. It all
Ms.
sounds the same.
Ms. Miss, Mrs. Because I'm pretty sure if it's 2 S's, you say Ms.
Ms.
Yeah.
And at that point, it sounds like a Z.
It does, but that's because there's 2 S's. So it's Ms., Miss, Mrs. Mhm.
Wow. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on stuff.
You know what I think of when I think Miz now?
Huh?
The WWE wrestler.
No, the Miz.
The Miz. I came to win.
I think I'm gonna go with the fucking. Is it a play or was it a movie? Mizrahi. Miz Lim.
Les Miserables.
Yeah, that one.
No.
That was my first thought. We are on 2 different sides.
Ms., and Mrs.
You're on 2 different sides of the.
Yeah,
Wait, was it a play or was it movie or was it both?
Both. It started off as a play. It's a musical.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. It's a musical.
Love that for them.
You know, I just realized I like looked him in the camera.
Yeah.
My arms are like this.
Because you're tense.
No, I'm really like I'm relaxed. I'm playing with like my pant leg. Like I'm like grabbing it, like
Honestly,
playing with my pant leg.
I love that for you.
Thank you. I looked over and I was like this. And I was like, oh no, I'm just pant leg.
I hope that audio caught that.
I hope so.
Yeah, just a good old thump of your
Yeah,
sweatpant.
my sweatpants. Listen, the top half of me tried today. The bottom half did not.
We're doing opposites.
We are. You tried on the bottom.
I wear jeans.
You wear jeans with holes in the knees.
Yeah, you know, gotta show up the goods.
The goods, the kneecaps, the good kneecaps that don't have goose pimples on them. Chicken skin. Mine are getting better.
Honestly, I love that you go with your freaking.
I talk about my chicken skin.
Your no, what do you call it? Your goose.
My goose. I walk around with my goose out.
Well, speaking of that, but not at all.
Yeah.
Do you remember iCarly?
What about iCarly?
Like the original one, not the reboot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was, I forget who it was, but one of them had like talked about squirrels on their face for like the eyebrows.
I don't remember.
I do.
Squirrels?
Yeah, it was like squirrel tails or squirrel something for their like eyebrows.
Go off.
So I used to bully my brother by saying he had squirrel legs.
Yeah, you got squirrel eyebrows.
He had squirrel legs because of for the pimples.
Squirrel eggs.
For pimples.
Oh my god.
And then he'd get so upset about it.
I would be mad too.
But
Squirrels don't even lay eggs.
Not in my America.
They're a mammal. They don't lay
Okay.
eggs.
In my America, when I was 9, 10, 11, they did. It didn't freaking matter. I bullied him.
I'm gonna contradict myself right now. Because I said mammals don't lay eggs. Platypus.
Do they lay an egg?
Platypi are the only mammals.
Platypuses?
Platypi?
Platypus.
Platypus.
Platypusy.
No. Platypi. I'm gonna go with platypi. What is the plural? Plural.
But isn't it like
What is the plural for platypus? Platypuses.
platypuses?
Platypuses. The
Platypus.
word platypi is sometimes used, but is less common and is not considered correct by most authorities on English usage. Yeah, platypuses. They are the only mammal that can lay eggs.
Honestly, good for them.
Yeah.
What are geese?
Geese are birds.
No, but like what?
Fowl.
What are they?
Bird. They are a bird.
The thingy, like, are they? So if they're not a mammal, so what makes them not a mammal?
Bird.
Because if you lay an egg, then what the hell are you?
What the creature? I don't remember
what
the name
what
of
are they
it.
called?
Creature.
That lay eggs. Non-mammals.
Eggs.
Why'd you just be non-mammals?
Yeah, non-mammals. I'm not even gonna try to say
Let me
that.
see that. Yep.
Yep. That. What creatures lay eggs?
All of them.
All of them.
Insects lay eggs?
Oh. Did you really just say insects lay eggs?
I
Yes.
don't know.
Only 2 mammals lay eggs, so I was wrong. I apologize.
Yeah, get your facts right.
So sorry. The platypus and the
Incha. Does it play a sound?
does it play a sound? How does
Wait, give it to me. Hold on.
how does say?
Hang on. How you spell E-N?
No, ECH
Oh, E-C. Fuck me, E-C-H.
I
I.
DNA.
Hold on, please hold.
Echidna.
What the hell's an echidna now?
You don't know what an echidna is?
Of course not. The fuck.
I'm pretty sure Knuckles is an echidna. From Sonic. The red one.
C-H.
I'm pretty sure he's an echidna.
Look at us being ooh, it looks like yep.
Knuckles.
What not a porcupine.
Knuckles.
What's a hedgehog?
Hedgehog.
It looks like a hedgehog.
Knuckles.
It looks like a hedgehog.
Look it.
Hedgehog. You barely saw it, but that's what it looked like. You can Google
Kinda
it.
animal. Is he? He's an echidna. Knuckles. From Sonic. He's an echidna.
Sure.
Okay, can I be
Wait,
honest?
what's Sonic? Is he a hedgehog?
Yes. And then Tails is a fox with 2 tails.
Wouldn't that make him 9 tails?
No, he doesn't have 9 tails. He has 2. He spins them around like a helicopter. So can I be honest?
Yeah.
I knew what echidnas were.
I did not till right now.
I didn't know that's how you spelled it.
I didn't even know that was a thing until right now.
I didn't know that's how you spelled it. I thought it was like a kid. Nah.
You know what's funny about that whole entire statement right there?
Yeah.
You know the name Amanda? Whenever somebody like tells me, like gives me their name Amanda, in my head I'm like, man.
A man. Duh.
So whenever I have to type it out, I'm like, a man.
Duh. Can I be honest?
Yeah.
Anytime somebody says Amanda, I think of that thing where it's like, who are you playing with, sweetie? Amanda from school. Oh, who are you? I'm Amanda. I'm 5. It's like that grown-ass man voice. That's all I think of when I think of Amanda. And I know people named Amanda. But
so do I.
But it's like that one clip
will live forever in your head.
Will live forever rent free in my head. Just, I'm Amanda. I'm 5.
Never got where I saw that. We're like, man.
Duh.
So in my head, that just like is there forever when I have to spell the name. Because like whenever you see it, it looks just like that.
Yeah. You know what the other one for me is? Sarah, but without the H.
In terms of what?
Like some people spell Sarah without the H. Jimmy Fallon has like a skit where he puts on a blonde wig.
Oh yeah.
And it's like a little girl.
Yeah. Yep.
She's like, my name's Sarah without the H because H's are L.
But also, who out here with the name Sarah and then someone else had to go out there and put it with an H and then someone else was like no H.
They just wanted to be unique. That's like Brittany. How many people spell Brittany different ways?
I know, y'all gotta come to a consensus.
Mine is Brittany. Okay.
You need to come to a consensus with how you spell that name.
Mine is spelled
like 16
correctly.
different versions.
You have Brittany, and then you have Brittany. And that's how my name is spelled.
And then you got that one girl from Toddlers and Tiaras.
I was gonna bring her up. First of all, awful way of spelling it.
I don't remember how to spell it, but I remember she had like 16 extra characters in that name.
I'm pretty sure it was Brittannie.
Sure, I don't remember, but I know.
I was like, did you say words?
No. But all I know is homegirl, she had 16 extra characters in that name, and I'm like, girl, you need to lose some of those letters in that name. Oh, so where's she at now? You think she's still modeling?
I don't think so.
I hope she is. I want her to. I want nothing but the best for that girl.
Banks, hello? What are you doing? What are you
He
doing?
got the zooms.
He does have the zooms. Can you get down?
No, he wants to stay up there forever.
Yeah, he's like, no, I'm where I'm supposed to be. That is not the correct Brittany. Brittannie. Oh, I found it. Brittannie.
I'm sorry, I was half listening.
I found it.
Yeah.
It's Brittannie.
No,
Brit Annie.
Oh. Yeah, she chose a lot of letters in that name.
Her mom chose a lot of letters.
Yeah, but she could have changed it by now. Where's her Instagram?
Where's her Instagram?
Is that her? Oh, she had a sister?
No, I think they just wore the same dress. They're like, which one wore it better?
I think it's...
No, that's not her.
Oh my god.
I think I'm gonna have to actually go on to toddlers.
You know, it doesn't matter.
I think I'm gonna have to actually go on to toddlers.
Honestly, it doesn't matter anymore. I'm over her.
Yeah, I'm over it too. She irritates me with how she spells her name.
Like I said, y'all have to come to consensus with how to spell that
Like
name.
I said, mine is spelled correctly.
Is it, or was Miss Britney Spears the first one? Did she originate the name?
No comment. Hers is spelled incorrectly.
How does she spell hers again?
Britney.
Doesn't some of you put an A in there instead of the E?
I have 2 T's, 1 A.
Yeah, but
And a Y.
but some of you with the A in the singular T, or is that incorrect?
I don't think so. I'm not looking it up. I'm
care.
over it.
I don't care either, though.
I just know that mine is spelled correctly. You want to know why it's spelled correctly? Because it's my name.
Yeah, tell us who there's 16 million different Britneys out there.
If it's Brittanny, you're good.
But also, that's the same thing with like Caitlyn. There's some with the C's and there's some with the K's.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's some with like a 1 L, 2 L's.
Yeah,
some
everybody spells
T's.
it wrong.
There's some extra T's in there, some extra other letters.
I'm gonna say my opinion. If your name is not spelled the way that you spell it, it's incorrect. So if anybody has like a similar name that's spelled slightly different, just know
You're beefing.
you're beefing with that person.
And honestly, respect.
Speaking of beefing with somebody for like no reason at all,
Yeah.
just because you can.
Yeah.
When I was in elementary school, I was beefing with somebody. She had no idea that we were beefing, but I did.
That's my favorite kind.
I knew we were beefing.
I won't hold a grudge with anybody
Yeah.
and they won't even know it.
Yeah. Literally, like I was mad because
What'd she do? That she didn't know that she did.
nobody knew. Nobody knew what was going on. I knew I had beef with her though.
And that was it. That's all that mattered. Honestly, respect.
Exactly. So I went to a brand new school when I was in 4th grade because I wasn't kicked out of elementary school. I moved out of district. So
you're kicked out.
they ran out of room, so they kicked me out, and I had to go to the school that I was in district for. So I went to the new school, and I was like, okay, this is my birthday, right? And I'm like, everything's fine, you know. I was making friends. Literally 3 months later, this other girl starts going to the same school in the same exact class as me, has the same birthday as me. we beefed. Because I was like, I was here first.
How dare you have
I
the same
mean,
birthday as me?
literally, I was like, I was here first. I just came to this school. This is my school now. You show up to my school with the same birthday as me. How dare you?
Honestly, I love an invisible beef with
It-
somebody that has no idea.
It was
And
literally,
you will hold that grudge to the day you die.
yeah, it was the stupidest beef. I'm sure she's a nice person now. She was nice back then too, but like,
Not at
I
that time.
I had beef with her. And it was like, everybody was like, oh, are you guys like twins? And we're like, no. And they're like, but you have the same birthday. I'm like, I literally have no clue who she is. And they're like, well, you both have brown hair, brown eyes, and you're both white. So like,
I met her today with you.
and right, and you have the same birthday. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, so you guys are like sisters from different misters. I was like, that's a weird statement. I was like, no, we're not. I was like, she stole my birthday. Yeah. So to her, I'm not gonna say her name. To her,
What's her first name?
I'm not saying it.
Say it.
I'm not saying it.
No one's gonna know.
If I'm being honest, I don't really remember her name.
She's like a Cassandra,
No, I think it started with a C though.
Casey,
Mm-mm.
Carol.
No, it was like an out
Car-
there name. It was like not your like typical name.
Carrie.
No.
Cassie.
No, I don't remember what her name was.
Kalula.
Kalula. Yeah, her name was Kalula.
Honestly, shout out to Kalula.
Me and her be
Honestly, on that same note, but not at all, but still there.
yeah.
You know, but they don't know because I meant to bring it up last time, but I forgot.
Okay.
Somebody hit my freaking car,
Yeah.
and I could have died. That should be the name of this, the name of the title.
I could have died.
I could have died. I could make it a 13-part series, right?
Oh my god. We almost died this today.
And honestly, I hope whoever hit my car stutters during their next meeting that they have the
Oh
whole
my
entire
God.
time.
I love
That's
that.
what I want for them.
Honestly, on that. So yesterday,
Yeah.
I worked at the haunt, right?
Yeah.
We did spooky Christmas at the haunt that I work at. And I was like, I was in my element. Okay? I was feeling it. I was doing the damn thing. Everybody was like, "Dang, you're like on it." And I was like, "Yes." Like, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. All of a sudden, honestly, you want to talk about 13-part series? I could do a 13-part series on etiquette when you're in a haunt. Because there are several things that make workers really, really mad, and it can either go one of two ways. One way, the actor can just play along with it and be like, yeah, okay, we're good. The other way, you're going to piss the actor off, and they're just going to be mad for the rest of the night about it. And it's like, if everybody is being an asshole, your one joke can just continue to ruin the entire night for them. So yesterday there was like a group of like, I want to say like 13-year-olds. 13, 14-year-olds. There's like 8 or 9 of them. They're walking through the house with one of the girls' parents or whatever. It was like a party or something. They were all just walking through. They're all friends. They get into my room and I'm like doing my whole spiel. I'm doing my little thing, right? And I like run up to them and I just kind of like smile and like do this and then walk down the hallway.
Your little witch finger.
My little witch finger. I'm like, come here. And they're like,
You little witch fingering of an axe in your hand.
I had an axe in my hand. I'm just doing this. So I'm wearing like a patient's outfit from like a psych ward. And I'm like, I get them down the hallway, and the entire time they're like, say Brooke, like scream Brooke. So I was like, do me a favor, and they were like, yeah. I was like, say ah, and they all went ah, and I screamed as loud as I could at them, and they all like screamed in response because they were like, it's like a fucking like sound bomb that goes off when I scream because it's completely silent, and then it's just this loud ass piercing scream. So I scream, they all scream.
And we all scream for ice cream.
And we all scream for ice cream. I back into the corner and they're like, say Brooke, blah, 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 blah. And they're not moving. And I'm trying to get them to go into the next room. This way I can just go back. And I'm like starting to get annoyed because I know that they're just trying to make me freak this girl out. And I'm like, it's fun when somebody says somebody's name without meaning to. And then you just kind of, you like go, oh, blah, blah, blah. And you just say the name. And all of a sudden, like, that person's like, what the fuck? Like, you know, but when it's a 13-year-old child who's like cowering against their parent because they're freaking out, and there's like a group of like 8 people all telling you to freak this person out, it gets annoying, especially
But
when
also-
I'm trying to get you to move.
But also, if they're telling you to say the name, like they already know you're gonna like.
They already
that's
know.
Scary.
Right. So it's like I'm trying to get them to the next room. They're not going. So I start pushing past them. And I'm like, I hope you all get exactly what you deserve in life. And the mom like looks at me and is like, oh. And then they like start walking past me. And I was like, and Brooke, because they told me that she was in the back, she's like cowered up against her mom. And I'm like, Brooke, I'm so sorry that they did that to you. And I turned around and I kept walking. Because I'm just like, this person is, like, you're supposed to be friends with this person.
And I'm like, and Brooke, get better friends.
I wanted to say that, but I was like, I can't. Like,
You can.
I could if I wanted to.
What were they gonna do? Fire you? It's only 2 days.
Yeah. I could have if I wanted to. I was just like, at that point, I was already, like, kind of annoyed because there was somebody else just being an asshole before them. But I was just like, I get that you're all trying to have a good time. We all just, the actors want to have a good time. The people that paid to be there want to have a good time and stuff like that. But it's like, it gets to a point where you just let us do our jobs. Let us do what we were being paid to do. And it was like, I literally, like you said, where you're like, I hope this person, whoever hit my car, stutters in their next meeting. I hope all 8 of those girls get exactly what they deserve in life. Because, like, don't do that to your friend.
To me, it's different if like you said, accident, but like if you're all saying it, like it's
Right.
not scary anymore. At that point,
No.
we know what's gonna happen.
Because it's like, it'd be one thing if me and you were walking through a house, like we're going to be doing next year. I'm already planning this out. We're doing it next year.
Love that.
It would be one thing if I did it next year where we were walking through the house and like say somebody was following us and I was like, oh, Jensen, they like you. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, Jensen, you know? Okay, slip of the tongue, I said your name. You know? But when you're coming around the corner and you're like, oh, get this person, say this person's name, blah, 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 it gets annoying. Like, no, I don't want to say that person's name now. I want to say your name. Or, like, I want to get you because you're the person that's acting all strong and shit. Like, don't act like a tough guy. You're paying to get scared.
Let me scare you.
Let me do my job. Like, you are paying me to do my job. I'm getting paid to do my job. Let me do it. Don't tell me how to scare. Don't tell me who to scare. Don't tell me not to scream at you. It's part of my job. My job is to scream at you. Like,
My job is to say ah.
literally, like, don't. I've had so many people where it was like, I was like screaming at them and somebody around the corner would be like, shut up. Like, don't tell me how to do my job. Like, when you come by, I'll scream at you too. You know? Like, it's part of the scare. It's part of what I do. I have to act like a psychotic person. Like, let me be the psychotic person in the corner with an axe. Let me sneak up behind you while you're walking and slam the axe down right next to your foot. Like,
Honestly, it'd been funny if you did it with somebody's head.
I wanted to. Last night, I wanted to.
No,
it would have
that's
been
too low.
funny. I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to touch anybody. Although I did pinky promise with somebody, and it was so funny.
No, but if you throw it by accident, you didn't technically touch anybody.
No.
It's better.
It slipped. Oops. No, like
directly at your forehead. My bad.
like I was talking to this person, like doing my whole spiel, and I was like, "Oh, you're gonna be my best friend, right?" And they were like, "Yeah." And I was like, "You're gonna give me your teeth?" And they were like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Pinky promise." And they like went to go pinky promise with me, and their finger like skimmed mine, and they were like, "I'm not supposed to touch you." And I like just kept my pinky out, and then her and her friend were like, "Let's do a 3-way." So I did a 3-way pinky promise with somebody last night. It is what it is. It like the whole point of do not touch the scare actor is don't shove them, don't punch them, don't like purposely put your hand on them. But like also like I'm not allowed to push you, shove you. I'm not allowed to like get like physical with you or anything like that. Physical, physical. But like there's certain points when we're all having a good time and stuff like that. If I go, "Hey, pinky promise," I'm not expecting you to grab my finger, but if you do, I'm not going to be mad about it because I'm the one that stuck my finger
You
out.
initiated the
I
promise of the
initiated
pinky.
it. I initiated the proposal. You're just sealing the deal. That's not on me. That's on you.
So when you die, give me your teeth. I expect it in my mailbox.
Exactly. I mean, I was telling people I was going to put their teeth in a jar.
Honestly,
Gross.
I would do it.
You would put your teeth in a jar?
100%.
I had
You know,
somebody.
you know, like a little mason jar.
Yeah.
Put them all in there.
I had somebody. I was
You know
like,
what?
"Give me your teeth," and they're like, "I have dentures." I was like, "Give me your teeth."
Exactly. You have the ability to
Yeah.
take it out of your mouth.
I was like, "Give me your teeth." And they're like, I have dentures, and I was like, "I'm gonna put them in a jar. Give me your teeth." They're just like, "I already have a jar for my teeth."
Then I want one
And
too.
I was like, "I want them."
You know what's funny about that whole entire statement?
Yeah.
You know how we lose our teeth? You know? Animals lose their teeth too. But like we never fully see them.
I've never seen an animal's tooth.
I've seen it once.
I've never seen like a cat tooth fall out or like
But,
a
like,
dog tooth. I've never seen it.
Because I think they just follow it.
Probably.
But like I want to keep one.
Yeah. You want to keep S'more's teeth?
If I could have had the chance, I woulda.
Yeah. He just followed them.
Probably. A little
Dang.
rude, to be honest.
A little
Little
rude.
Let me put it under your pillow. Let me have.
Let me get the tooth fairy to give my
the
dog.
dog fairy,
Yeah,
dog
the
tooth fairy
dog
to come
tooth
out,
fairy.
or the cat tooth fairy to come out and get your little tooth and put a little treat underneath your pillow, so when you wake up in the morning, guess what? Nom noms for you.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I've thought about this. I'm going to be an awful parent.
Not gonna tooth fairy it up.
No, I'll tooth fairy it up. But I'm gonna be.
But also, tooth fairy. What if your kid's a light sleeper? Then what?
You put on a pair of wings, babes. Put on a pair of wings. You know that Dwayne Johnson movie?
Yeah, Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah, Dwayne the Rock
I thought
Johnson movie.
Or was it
Tooth Fairy?
Or was it Vin Diesel?
I'm pretty sure it was Dwayne. I'm like 90% sure. Now you got me second guessing it. I'm gonna sound like an idiot if it's Vin.
It's either Vin or it was Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Fairy movie. Dwayne.
It was Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
It was Dwayne.
Was that the one where he like turned really small?
I think so, yeah.
Wait,
There was a sequel, Tooth Fairy 2.
Julie Andrews was in it too. Hell yeah.
She played Lily.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But yeah, so put on a pair of wings. No, when I say I'm gonna be an awful parent, I'm gonna gaslight my kids so hard. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna make fake animal teeth and leave them laying around. So my kids think that like the dog's teeth fell out. Let's go put it under the pillow for the dog tooth fairy.
Honestly, I see where you're coming from. But at the same time, if I was that small child, I'd be opening up that dog's mouth or cat's mouth to see which tooth they lost.
You're like, oh, it came out so fast. Like,
and it grew back in
right away. It grew back in immediately.
Because, you know, they're better than us.
Yeah. They're like, they got superpowers. Their teeth just pop.
I mean, dog backwards is God. Tell me I'm wrong. You can't tell me I'm wrong.
I'm not. I can't. You right. You right.
You have to think about it.
I was like, is it? It is. The thing is, this is not the first time you said it. My brain went blank as soon as you said it. I was like, what? You know that meme? I don't know if you've seen it.
Which one?
The one where it's like, they're talking about getting snacks and they're like spelling it out because they didn't want their special friend to hear the word treat.
Oh yeah.
They're like, why are you spelling it? Because they don't know how to spell. I'm like, that's me right now. Dog backwards is God. I'm like, sure. Uh-huh. I guess it is. You right? I mean, who am I to question?
D-O-G, J-O-D.
J-O-D?
G-O-D.
Jod.
Jod. I'm dyslexic, leave me alone. Don't come with somebody with a disability. Don't be
Jod.
ableist.
I'm far from ableist. Go up. Stupid. But I'm sorry somebody hit your car. All of this say I'm sorry somebody hit your car, and I hope they get what they deserve in life.
Yeah, I hope they said it during their next meeting.
Honestly, I feel like that is
a big bitch.
Yeah. I feel like it is the most like passive aggressive insult you can say to somebody.
What? They hope you get.
I hope you get everything you deserve in life.
No, I heard one where like, I hope your day was exactly how you were to me. So like, if someone was rude, I hope you have like a terrible.
I hope
day.
you have a rude day.
Or like a terrible day, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, just
No, but
I hope you get everything you deserve in
after
life.
stutter during their next meeting. Straight up stutter the whole entire fucking thing, or get shin splints. Either one.
Shin splints? What is
Yeah.
that? What
You
is
know
a
when
shin splint?
you know when like you run and your like whole entire like shin like starts like hurting hella much.
Like a Charlie horse?
Kind of.
I thought a Charlie horse was up here.
A Charlie horse can have it anywhere. On your leg, I think.
Cause I'm like, what is it called when you hit your weenus?
Your funny bone.
Your funny
one?
bone. Yeah. Oh, funny bone.
Oh, that I've had that in a while. I'm scared for one of those.
What?
Hitting
Your
my
weenus?
funny, yeah, hitting my funny bone. That hasn't happened in a while. Also,
Is that considered a Charlie horse? What is considered a Charlie horse?
I think it's anything with the leg.
What is?
Cause like the Charlie horse is like when you're like flexing the muscles and not. Cause I've gotten the ones during my sleep.
Yeah.
And those ones hurt like a bitch because you were not expecting it when you napping.
I was trying to look up Charlie horse. What is a Charles? What is Charles?
What is Charles? Who is
what-
Charles?
Who is Charles?
From Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Who is he?
Horse.
But also, why is it called a Charlie horse? Is the real
That's what I was
question.
gonna ask. Why? It's a muscle spasm. A sudden involuntary contraction of one or more muscles / cramp, often in the legs. So it doesn't have to be in the legs. It's just most often in the legs.
Because I don't think I've ever gotten any other ones besides in the legs.
How do you release a Charlie horse?
God, let that bitch right through.
Stretching
Nah, let that.
and deep massaging.
I'm falling there. I'm like deep breathing.
Deep breathing.
Like I'm about to give birth.
Why is a Charlie horse called a Charlie horse?
Yeah.
One theory is the term comes from the baseball player.
There was a baseball player
Yeah,
named Charlie.
from a baseball player talking about a lame horse. Oh, is this supposed to be a joke? What is a lame horse?
How they spell lame?
Like lame, Lame, lame.
I was going with a Y. Hopefully.
No, lame.
Upsetting about that one.
Yeah, they don't really know where the actual term came from. So one person called it that, and then everybody else called it that.
And honestly, that's how trends happen.
Yeah.
But also, you get a fact on this episode, on these podcasts is once an episode. You learn something new every day. No one can say this show is not educational.
We are very educational here. We give you random facts of the
We
day.
hit you with the hardcore facts that
Mhm.
nobody asked for.
Yeah, like how we found out that last episode, nobody in Polar Express has a name
Exactly.
except for Santa Claus. Santa Claus is the only person in that movie that has a name besides the kids on the screens, but we don't talk about them.
Honestly, they don't count.
They don't count.
Because they're not.
They're not actual characters.
Yeah,
they're just there.
Yeah.
They exist.
Exactly.
Hmm
And that's how it is.
Yeah. And this time we learned that only 2 mammals lay eggs, not just one. Echidnas and
Platypuses.
platypuses. And we also learned that the plural of platypuses is platypuses.
And where the name Charlie Horse came from.
And where the name Charlie Horse. We are very educational today.
Exactly. This is an educational podcast.
Welcome.
Nobody ever knew that, but guess what?
Here we
We're
are.
educational.
We're educational.
So put that on something.
I thought you were gonna say put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Who?
That's also a saying.
From who?
We used to say it all the time when we were in elementary school.
Not in my
We
America.
were just like, "Oh, put that in your pipe and smoke it."
Your crack pipe?
I don't
Can
know
you
what
say
pipe.
that? Can you say that? Bleep that out if you
Oh,
can.
I'll bleep it out. I don't know if you can or not. Probably not. Yeah. I don't know where it came from. I don't know where the saying came from. I just remember like we would say it in school. We were just like, "Yeah, put that in your pipe and smoke it."
Not in my America.
Not in the schools that you went to, even though we went to the same middle school and high school.
But not elementary.
Not elementary. Every time I think of elementary, I'm like, elementary, dear Watson. Don't. Just don't.
Don't what?
That look, don't do it. I know you don't.
Can I talk to you back here for a second?
Yeah.
Got it.
Got it.
Never saw it.
I've only seen clips and heard people say it.
Not me. I don't follow.
Honestly,
I don't follow the lore.
I got that from Epic Rap Battles of History.
I did not watch, did not follow.
I did. I watched Epic Rap Battles of History a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah, that was your thing, not
That was
mine.
my phase that I went through. I used to know like several of the raps by heart. Would I do them now?
If they play the song, you'd probably be able to do it.
I would know most of it. I wouldn't be able to do the full thing.
Which isn't it crazy?
How my brain remembers the lyrics more than anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how does one compute a song that you like heard like 10 years ago, but you can't remember what single thing that happened in elementary school?
I don't know. But
Like, make
also,
that make sense.
But also, like, my brain is weird when it comes to like songs and music, because you remember when we were on the car ride, I think it was either to Salem or from Salem, we were listening to the radio, and every single time a song came on, I was like, it is this person. This person sings it. And they're like, yeah, you're right. And I was like, look at me go.
Look at me be a smart, educated woman.
Look at my flex real fast.
I'm a smart, educated woman. Look at me go.
Let me riz you up with my knowledge of singers and what songs they sing, but only when I hear the lyrics of the song and the actual person singing the song could I tell you who it is.
Put that in your pipe and smoke.
Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
Yeah, that's your whole shindig.
Shindig.
Of us saying who knew.
I don't know who made that saying. I really don't. I don't get it. I don't know who did it, but somebody did it, and I remember listening and saying it.
I never did.
No?
Nope.
That's crazy.
Is it though?
Yeah. That's a crazy thing. I guess.
Knows? I don't
know. I just know what I know. And that's one thing. I don't know.
How about putting that in your pipe and
smoking it? Stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Gotta be from like a movie or something.
I think you said it was Sherlock Holmes.
Stick that in your pipe and smoke it? No.
What'd you say that was from Sherlock Holmes?
Elementary, my dear Watson.
Oh.
God. Came up with the fucking thing for just stick that in your pipe and stick that in
your pipe and smoke it. That should be the
Not
name of this.
Pillow, pipe, and smoke it.
That should be the name of this podcast title, name, thingy, Bob. Who said it?
It's just a saying.
From who?
And I don't.
Who was the first bitch that said it?
The phrase has a long history in England where it was first used as a battle cry by Richard the First in the 12th century.
So Mr. Richard the First.
Yep. He
What did he do?
I don't know. He was in a battle. That was his battle cry. King Henry the Fifth.
That's a weird battle cry.
Isn't it? King Henry V, who lived from 1386 to 1422, later adopted it as a royal motto.
Honestly, imagine.
Imagine somebody saying that in the 1300s.
No.
Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
I was gonna say something else.
Oh. Do you want to know what it means?
I don't
At
really.
least?
I don't really care.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you what it means because we're an educational podcast now. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it is an informational idiom that means to tell someone to accept what has been said, even if they don't agree with it or like it.
Sure.
Telling you, that's what it means.
Honest.
And on that now.
Anywho, I think that was a very informative episode, don't you think?
I think so. I think we learned a lot today.
We did. This would be called the educational podcast, and or
the educational one.
or stick that
in your pipe and smoke it. I don't think I can put that as the title, but we'll title it something.
We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I don't.
You don't. I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Anywho. That's it. Yeah, do your own babes.
I know. I'm like, what do I feel like saying as the call to action this time? Anyway,
did you ever say stick that in your pipe and smoke it before?
Have you ever said stick that in your pipe and smoke it? And did you know where it was from? Let us know in the comments. And if you would be so kind as to like, comment, subscribe, or follow us, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Hell yeah.